Hello guys, Pharaoh Yugi here, and today let's talk about the new release of the archetype called Memento. There are 11 cards total, and all of the monster cards are based off of old classic normal monsters that are now newly designed with insane effects and amazing artwork. Before we get into each card, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh related videos. Thank you so much, and now let's get into the video. First card is Memento Lil Tekutlika, the Netherskull Dragon, which is a level 11 Earth Effect monster with 5000 attack and 5000 defense, cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from your hand or graveyard by shuffling 5 other Memento monsters with different names from your hand and or graveyard into the deck or extra deck. If you control no other monsters, this card can attack all opponent's monsters once each. Once per turn, if your opponent activates a card or effect, you can special summon one Memento monster from your hand or graveyard. Next up is Memento Horn Dragon. It's a level 8 Dark Dragon effect monster, attack 2850, defense 2350. You can only special summon with the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. If you have 3 or more Memento monsters with different names in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card on the field is destroyed by card effect, you can target 3 face-up cards on the field, including at least one Memento card you control, and destroy them. Now we have Memento Seahorse. It's a level 5 Earth Beast effect monster with an attack of 1350 and defense of 1600. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If you control no face-up monsters other than Memento monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. During your main phase, you can destroy one Memento monster you control, and if you do, send any number of Memento monsters with different names whose total levels are equal to or lower than the destroyed monster's original level from your deck to the graveyard. Next is Memento Fairwitch. That's a level 3 Dark Spellcaster effect monster with 800 attack and 100 defense. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add one Memento monster from your deck to your hand, except Memento Fairwitch. You can target one level 2 or lower Memento monster in your graveyard and destroy one Memento monster you control, and if you do, special summon the targeted monster. Coming in hot is Memento Mace, level 1 Light Fairy effect monster, attack 400 and defense 300. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. During your opponent's main phase, if you control Memento Lil Tekutlika, the Netherskull Dragon, quick effect, you can discard this card, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls and take control of it until the end phase. During your main phase, you can destroy one Memento monster you control, and if you do, add one Memento card from your deck to your hand, except Memento Mace. The last monster card on this list is Memento Goblin, level 1 Dark Fiend effect monster, attack 400 and defense 400. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. During the main phase, if you control Memento Lil Tekutlika, the Netherskull Dragon, quick effect, you can discard this card. Your opponent cannot target Memento monsters you control with card effects this turn. During your main phase, you can destroy one Memento monster you control, and if you do, send up to 2 Memento cards with different names from each other from your deck to the graveyard, except Memento Goblin. Next up is Netherskull Temple Mementolin. It's a field spell card. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. If your Memento monster battles, your opponent cannot activate spell or trap cards until the end of the damage step. If a monster or monsters you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target one of them and special summon one Memento monster with a lower level from your hand or graveyard. Once per turn during your end phase, you can target one Memento spell, trap in your graveyard and set it. Now we have Memento Boneback. A quick play spell card. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If a face-up Memento monster you control leaves the field by your opponent, you can special summon one Memento Lil Tekutlika, the Netherskull Dragon, from your hand or deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. If your opponent moves a Memento monster out of your gravy ward while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card, special summon as many Memento monsters with different names as possible from your hand and or deck. The second to last card on this list is Memento Fracture Dance. A normal trap card, you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If you control a Memento monster, target one card on the field and destroy it. Then, if you control Memento Loltecutlika, the Netherskull Dragon, you can destroy one more card on the field. When an attack is declared involving your Memento monster and an opponent's monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, and all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls lose 1000 attack until the end of this turn. The final card is Memento Cranium Burst. A continuous trap card, you can only activate the second effect of this card's name once per chain. Your opponent's monsters must attack the Memento monster you control with the highest attack if able while you control any. When your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, you can target one Memento Loltecutlika, the Netherskull Dragon you control, and it loses exactly 1000 attack and 1000 DEF, and if it does, negate that effect. Are you guys excited for these new cards? Also, if you have no idea what classic cards these are remade of, I will have them up on the screen for you. And as always, this has been your fellow duelist, Yugi, and I will see you guys in the next video. Please subscribe.